All right, so top 5 everyday Nike sneakers. A difficult list to make, and it was pretty hard to choose number 1, but you'll find out in this video. For me, it's a balance between style, how does the shoe look, and comfort. How does it feel when you put them on? What is it telling you to do? Does it want you to be on the go, or are you feeling like, wow, these aren't that comfortable, but they look cool? No, this is the perfect balance between all of those. So if you're interested in finding that next everyday shoe, the one that people look at and say, where'd you get those? Where can I get a pair of those? Hopefully it's in this video. If you're interested in any of them, they will be linked for you down in the description. Now, real quick, I know it feels like I've been away for a little while, and I actually have. I had a birthday and I did something different. You know, I just took some time to reflect. My wife threw me a surprise birthday party, and check this out. When I walked in, she was wearing this t-shirt. Absolutely incredible. Shout out to my wife. It was a fun party. But enough with all that. Let's get into these shoes. Okay, at number 5 is a pair that you can still get, and that's kind of a surprise to me, but no complaints. So we've got the Nike Airmax 186 OG in royal blue. Now, this might be an unpopular opinion, but this is actually my favorite colorway on the Airmax 1. Now, as far as how they look, you already know. It is the most timeless looking shoe that's on this list. Like, it's not gonna be beaten by the others. Comfort-wise, some of these other ones are a little bit more comfortable, but that's not to say that these aren't plush. They feel great. They definitely feel a little bit softer than other Air Max models. These are a women's 13.5, which translates to a men's size 12, and they're a little bit roomy, but that is what I like. So if you're watching this video and you're not a sneakerhead, you just want a cool pair of Nikes, and you want a shoe that someone's gonna look at you and they're gonna think, hey, you know what's up, when you might not, or you're learning about what's up, but you still want that acceptance, you want that head nod, these right here. They're linked for you guys down in the description. Trust me, once these go, they're gone. Okay, next up, and every time I pick up this box, I'm like, wow, I can't believe how light these are. This is a sneaky release. We've got the Nike Air Zoom Spiridon Cage 2. You probably recognize this model because we've seen it over the years. Stussy did a really nice collab, and then I saw them pop up in this original colorway, which is from 2003, and I absolutely had to pull the trigger. There's a lot of history with this shoe. It was designed by Steve Smith, who has designed a bunch of models. It was originally intended for the Japanese market, which is pretty cool. I'm glad that we have them now. This is, like I said, one of the lightest shoes that's on this list. That mesh that's on the upper, it is so breathable. You can see that zoom in the back, so your eyes are kind of drawn to this heel unit. That metallic silver is very on trend right now. We see that from all different types of models and brands, but the fact that it's sitting on top of this light smoke gray kind of minimalizes it a tad bit, so it's not like this super metallic shoe. It's really, you know, subtle for what it is, and in my opinion, these fit true to size. Okay, at number 3 is a pair that I'm very excited about. I'm actually wearing them today in a different colorway. I've showed these to you guys before. I just did my top 10 spring sneakers for 2024, so go check that video out. These are on that list, but this colorway that I just got in, whew. Let me just read this colorway to you real quick. Coconut Milk Bi-Coastal Green. That might be the best colorway name I've ever heard. That just makes me want to drive to the beach early morning before anyone gets there with a light breeze. Maybe it's like, you know, high 60s, low 70s, lightweight windbreaker jacket weather, you know, something that's just gonna go perfectly with these. Get myself, you know, maybe a cappuccino on the way. Go stand on the beach, put my toes in the sand, you know, have these ready to go for when I get off the beach. We've got the Nike Air Pegasus 2K5. Hands down, this is the best colorway that I've seen on these so far, and I really like this one. Like, I like these a lot, but this is nighttime, this is daytime. And there's a black and white colorway that's pretty cool too. It's a little bit more reserved, but realistically, like, this is me in a nutshell. If I had to choose a colorway and a model that was for everyday wear, right here, nighttime, daytime, it might not show up right now, but the coconut milk, this off-white sail cream color, is so close to a pale yellow, but it's not. It's right there, and there are subtle hits of yellow throughout this shoe, so you can really see the difference. So what this shoe will give you aesthetically is definitely that retro runner vibe. This is actually a retro from 2005. This is gonna give you structure and support, good traction as well. They're a comfortable ride. You get full length Nike Air on here, so the comfort is definitely there. You can only see it from the outsole. It's not visible, which I actually like. I think that, you know, it's not distracting. I might be alone on this, but I've gravitated more towards this model than the Vomero 5. They fit true to size. Okay, now is when we go left a little bit. This one is different than anything I've shown you. This is not a style I don't think I've ever shown on this channel. They are different. It's certainly a style that is very on trend right now for people that are on the go. If you want to experience next level comfort more than the retro stuff that I usually feature can give, this model is probably how you can do it. So for the first time on this channel, we have a walking shoe with the Nike Motiva. Here's the deal. I heard about how comfortable this shoe was, and I had to try them out. Now, as far as everyday wear goes, that means walking the dog. That means going to the grocery store. That means maybe you're just actually walking to get some exercise. I do that. This shoe has you covered from multiple standpoints. There's a bunch of different colorways, especially if you can fit into women's sizing. The women's colorways are definitely better than the men's. That's just my opinion though. This guy jumped out to me the most because I didn't want to go with just a basic black and white shoe. I wanted something that was a little bit extra. So the first thing that stands out is that crazy design on the sole. And when you put these on for the first time, it gives you a feeling that no other shoe on this list is going to give you, and something that I haven't felt from really any of the pairs in my collection. So this really is a first for me. The outsole is a rocker design, meaning you kind of rock as you're on the heel going forward. When you put these on, you feel like you just want to go. You feel like you're accelerating. You feel like you need to take that next step. This is Cushlon 3.0, and it feels like a cloud. The upper is like wearing a sock. They are very flexible, nothing rigid about them, and the kicker for all of this is the price. Right now, these are 30% off, just this one colorway, just happens to be my favorite. Maybe some of the other ones are marked down. Retail's not even bad at $110, but you can get these for 78 bucks. So they're linked for you down in the description if you want something that's just gonna make you wanna be outside, make you wanna get more active. Right here, the Motiva is awesome, 78 bucks. They fit true to size. If any of you have tried these out, please let me know down in the comment section. All right, at number one, I had to do some thinking about this. I wanted to wear this model kind of in private a little bit, just not even post it on my Instagram, not post it on X or YouTube at all. I just wanted to wear them, make my own decision about them, come to my own conclusion, because there's been so much chatter about this shoe. And I just had to get a pair in, wear them for a trip, like to the airport, on the plane, to the hotel, around Charleston, South Carolina, on foot for a few days. I experienced this model and I came to the conclusion that I absolutely love the Nike Airmax DN. These are exactly what I've wanted. Think about the Airmax 270, the Airmax 720. That shoe felt like it crossed a bunch of boundaries. Clearly that's a successful shoe because it's still on the shelf. You can still buy those, but I feel like the lifestyle crowd, which is me, needed just a little bit more out of it. Needed something a tad bit more aggressive and wearable right here. I put these on and I felt like I didn't want to take them off from a looks perspective, I was like, yup, these go. I wore them with an all black fit, money. And like I've been telling you guys, I've been trying to get more black sneakers into my rotation. First, let's talk about comfort. Are they actually comfortable? Do they live up to the hype? Is everyone just saying they're comfortable and they're not? No, they are. If anything is wrong with the shoe, if anything's pinching my pinky toe, if something feels too tight, I take them off. I don't wait for them to break in. I don't just deal with the pain. No, you can never be cool in pain. I want to be comfortable all the time. And this shoe provided that for me. That upper is actually a lot more flexible than you'd think. I have somewhat of a wide foot, and this shoe is wide foot friendly. You can absolutely feel this air unit as you'd expect to, right? Like, it's huge. The forefoot is soft as well, and I just get a nice responsive feel as far as how they look. Design-wise, dude, these are tough. I want to get multiple colorways of these. Right now, this pair is certainly one that most people went after. I'm lucky enough to have them. They're attention grabbing. There's so much you could do with this upper. Look, how could you deny this sneaker? And for me, out of all the pairs that I've released on Airmax Day, those are all OG colorways. This is the one that I think is going to be how we remember this model most. Like, this is going to be the most sought after pair in my opinion. So do me a favor, before you go check out the links in the description to these pairs, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know if you guys have any of the Air Max DNs yet. Have you tried out the 2K5? I appreciate you guys and thank you for tuning in. I'll catch you next time. Peace.